Wow. I simply cannot express to you how happy I am to be here today. Hello again there, friends and fans. Raptor here, and welcome to our first look at a brand new game mode for Call to Arms Gates of Hell Ostfront, a game mode from Men of War Assault Squad 2 that I've tremendously loved over the years by the name of Frontlines. Well, welcome to Finland, where the Soviets are about to invade, and we've got a few minutes here to prepare, about 2 minutes or so. I'm waiting for some more equipment to become unlocked with a little bit of time, and then we'll set up our defenses. The game mode is in open beta mode and allows us to essentially defend and attack as any nation as we'd like within the DLCs, for example, the United States, Finland, Germany, the Soviet Union, what have you, but also we'll be building and defending mostly on the Eastern Front. It looks like this open beta that's available for everyone allows us to only defend on the Eastern Front, so things like Kursk and Stalingrad is what the maps are inspired by, but you can, of course, play it out however you'd like. If you want to play the United States versus, I don't know, Finland, then you can definitely do that as well. So welcome back and good to see you all here. This is going to be amazing. We're going to be building some really heavy defenses here. The Finnish have some of the best defenses in the game with the ability to essentially build like coastal defenses. We unfortunately won't be able to call them out for another 3 minutes, and so those defenses will probably have to be much further behind. And you can imagine that the Soviets are going to be coming down that freeway like a cannonball on fire, Parker. Let's set up the defenses. Ivan's on the way. Oh, yes, some wonderful, good old classic world in conflict lines. Anti-tank squads would be good here, too. I'm expecting the enemy to bring a lot of armored cars and things like that. Now, this is a game mode that allows you to play PvP or PvE or a mix of all of those. Right now, this map is for 1v1, but we can play up to 4v4, too, although I will say that there's like a one map per like game mode, in other words, like number of players. So this is a 1v1 map, and so if we wanted to do a 4v4, we'd have to play on a particular map that I think would kind of get boring after a certain amount of time, because it would be the same map every time if you wanted to play with, like, 4 players, that kind of thing. So hopefully we see more maps for this. Hopefully more people upload stuff to the Steam Workshop. This is an incredible community of people from Men of War Assault Squad and from this game as well for Gates of Hell. But I can't believe that I'm actually seeing this game mode. This should have been here earlier. This Frontlines mode should have been something that was present a long time ago. And I think the community, because they've been requesting it over the years, it finally was included. But there's so many great pieces of DLC for this game, too. The developers are adding a lot of historical missions that normally don't get talked about or played in other games, like Siege of Leningrad and the Carl Gustav mortar and like railway artillery and other things of that nature are present here. And it's really neat to, be able to play with those units and also just kind of play it like a classic RTS. This game is outstanding. Allows us to even command troops in like first person and third person mode too. You can take direct control of vehicles and infantry and snipers, and it's just a hoot. So welcome to it. I'm going to also try to get out maybe a, maybe a machine gun or two here. Actually, maybe I don't want machine guns. Maybe I want AT detachment. Additionally, we're also playing in 1945, so the Finnish have either captured German equipment or like late war stuff that was given to them from whomever, or what they captured. But you can also set the game mode to be playable in like 1939 or 42 or 44, however you wanted it to be. It'll limit the equipment and the tactics to that. So the Soviets might not be as big of a juggernaut as they would be later on with like IS-2s and things if you want to go for an earlier, Operation Barbarossa type thing. Now, we're on the Barbarossa map now, so it would be historically accurate for the Germans to be the ones attacking, but the Finnish, it's hard to say no to those bunkers and pillboxes when you get to play as Finland. But I feel like all nations should have something in this game mode to be able to build with. Now, I am very skilled at this game mode in terms of placing down AT mines and setting up mortars and traps. And this is also a great way to play games like Warno or War Game or, well, Regiments. And Broken Arrow, which is coming soon too. And Broken Arrow, you always want to lead your enemy into an attack that way too. You want to make them think that they're about to, break through or something when they're not. And you lead them into an AT trap where they're then surrounded by missiles. Now, this is my first time playing, so I have a little bit to learn about this game mode. We do want to kind of like give the enemy territory if it's not to our advantage elevation-wise or something. But I'm going to try to lock down this area. It looks like there's a rifle symbol, some sort of a defense building symbol. Looks like there's maybe a tank symbol somewhere or something too. I want to try to make sure we keep these flags. Now, I'm not sure exactly how the enemy is going to win. There is probably a way for them to win by capturing territory, and losses don't really matter to them because they're attacking. And we'll probably win by taking minimal losses, inflicting a lot of casualties to the enemy, and then holding as much territory as possible, or at least delaying them. So right now they've kind of captured that. They get 300 points there. Looks like we're down 173. I think the defender at the beginning might have the advantage, and then later we'll lose that. So right now we're not doing too bad. And we might be able to recapture that flag. Let's go ahead and see. It might be a permanent lock-in for the Soviets. Now, they're bringing up, let's see, a couple of gas trucks here. Looks like a T-20, which is basically just an armored carrier. We do have a chance of recapturing this, it looks like. So we can recapture previous territory. That's interesting. Soviets are still bringing more transports up. Obviously some scout forces. Eventually they should have more than enough to punch through our lines. Ah, here we are. The heavy engineers. Let's go. Heavy engineers here will be able to build some god-tier defenses for us. I'm going to try to put those into place now. So they should be able to build the coastal artillery. And it'll take a long time to build this. So this is something that we're really going all in on. Now, as you just saw there, the Finnish can build concrete bunkers and also like AT positions, or like coastal artillery, which is essentially AT. Good stuff. Wow, 20 millimeters chewing everything up. They should have sent T-34s at us. I think actually that was already destroyed before. Oh, what the hell? Wow, everything's on fire. What the hell is going on down there? Soviets just rushing into like a tank position. Looks like they're trying to hold that position desperately. A mortar would be great here for us. Let's call up an 81 millimeter. See if we can call that up. Meanwhile, our Finnish engineers will be building some good stuff here. Build a concrete bunker right here. If they punch through that line, we'll have a secondary defense here. Now, this game also allows you to dig trenches, and there's already a lot of like kind of dug ditches and sandbags around, so there's already some defenses ready to use. But after this map gets a lot of use and players know it like the back of their hand, some tactics will already be kind of known and expected. Oh, there they go. T-34-85 punching down the road. And we don't really have much to stop them. We do have captured vehicles we could call out. And we also have our AT team. Yes, excellent. Now we can capture that tank if that crew bails out. They have been wounded. That tank is damaged. They're definitely going to bail out now, yep. So we can actually repair this tank and use it on our own side if we want to. They brought it close enough to our side that we can capture that. And I can't believe they didn't destroy our little T-26 there. Man, the boys over here are going to need some ammo. They've been kicking ass. Let's see if we can get some ammo for them. That's what we want here. Finnish ammo. So 20 millimeters have been popping all their tanks and troops that have been coming up that way. Unfortunately, our man there died. Trying to capture that tank. And that mortar's doing good work. Looks like they popped a lot of smoke, too. The AI actually kind of getting smart here. We might need a machine gun to put in that building, or maybe a machine gunner. It might be easier to do that. LMG detachment might be good. Ah, good. He finished the first stage of defenses. Let's get him up on the second now. This is a multi-stage system for this. So really, this is almost like the ultimate base defense mode. This is cool. Wow, they're getting shredded. Attacking is infinitely more difficult, but I'm, from the days of Men of War, skilled at both. Very fun. Done it many, many times. Only skill through repetition here. Let's see if we can build some anti-tank traps, maybe. Now, if I were the AI, I'd be flanking this way, down this field right behind us. That would be the way to go. We don't really have any troops there at all, but because they're not there, neither am I. We're going to make sure it's difficult for their tanks to get through there. And let's get our MG guy up in there. Okay, so we'll have these two guys hang out here. Alright, second stage is done. Let's move on to stage 3. That mortar's kicking ass. We're going to need another supply box for that. That thing's probably not got much ammo left. 9 rounds, it looks like. Unless that was smoke. Uh-oh. Oh, our little tank was finally destroyed. And enemy troops are attacking that. Let's get a veteran rifle squad up. Alright, here come the veterans. I'm going to try to retake this with essentially partisans. There we go, bunker's getting some use. Now this game mode is hard to micromanage and try to get medics out to everybody. If you're spending points on medics, you might not be able to buy a tank or an AT, which could save hundreds of lives. Like, literally. Man, mortars have got to be firing off of both sides. Got to be a vehicle on that road. No, it's a little machine gun. Weird. Okay, let's see. Alright, I'll bring up the medic now since we do have people deep on our lines that do need to be healed. And our engineer is almost done with the ultimate defense weapon. It's almost ready. There it is. Check that out. Now we can crew that with like a tank crew. Or maybe I'll just get a couple riflemen. That might be easier. And now we have a gun defense there. Beautiful. Dig a large foxhole up here. And zooming in just to see the layout of the land. Oh, and the gun is already firing off. Check that out. Get a couple more men on that gun. Finns are kicking ass. Oh, armored car in the, oh, looks like a, never mind. Nothing over there to see. Nothing. Never mind. They are pulverizing this right side quite a bit, though. $20 millimeter team should fall back. Same with our engineer. Okay, we're going to try to base our defense all around this position here and here. And definitely defend that right flank. Since the enemy's been trying to go that way too. Now it looks like we get a lot of our resupply all at once. So there's some sort of a timer on when we get points for our defense. And I kind of remember something like that from the previous mode too. Man, are we going to need supply. I like bringing out the crates because they're harder to destroy. I'm going to pull that back to resupply. Let's build this here. Wow, they're getting decimated. That mortar has been defending all of Finland, dude. That mortar should get an award. Alright, we'll need to resupply this too. That might need a larger ammo. I'm not sure yet. I'm gonna try to spread out our defenses too. A little motorcycle coming up. The biggest threat so far has been that T-34. Let's see if this can resupply that gun. Indeed it can. Okay, let's get that engineer over here. And I'll put a bunker over there. Okay, I think we're resupplied. Lots of smoke on the enemy side. They've been popping smoke, trying to conceal their movements. Tank trench. Oh, mortar trench. Ooh. Alright, you guys have earned a mortar trench. Alright, the enemy still has 31 minutes to assault us, and, oh boy, are they about to. Katusha! That gun's good, but it's not invincible. That could be BM-24s. BM-48s, okay. Damn, quite a few losses from that mortar. Including possibly our engineer. Okay, we got a few guys wounded, but they're healing up on their own. Oh yeah, this guy went over here. This guy's not digging out the mortar for us. Doesn't seem to be digging that mortar pit. Well, the Soviets' huge artillery battery. Barrage firing off, but nothing really happened. Let's get another machine gun up. Alright, bunker on the left side is ready. I think we'll call another veteran rifle squad to advance. Let's see how many kills this mortar has gotten so far. So far, 26 infantry kills and 3 vehicles. Wow. That's crazy. Okay, let's slowly advance and try to recap. Oh no. That was bad. They've cleared the hill. Heavy pioneers. Alright, I'm gonna go with Border Jager. See if we can get some AT mixed in there too. That rocket artillery is bad. I think it's gonna be nearly impossible to push forward and deal with that. Perkele indeed. Okay. Man, they're getting clapped by our mortars, though. They have failed to take out our mortar for the longest time. That's costing them so much. Okay, they keep rocketing that position, so I'm going to leave a few there. Looks like we also have Panzerfaust captured, and maybe, well, or supplied, depending on what this unit actually did. Either it was captured equipment or gifted. I guess both were gifts in a way. But we have an MG42 on a bicycle? Wow. Okay, let's see if we can rescue some. Uh-oh. Okay. So if I were the enemy, I'd be using flanking tactics over here, and a lot more artillery, especially on this hill, where the AT gun is. Looks like this position might be resupplying the gun. I'm not sure. It also seems balanced because I'm not sure if we can build an infinite amount of those coastal guns. Do we have any rocket artillery? Looks like we mostly have mortars and old field guns. We also have 105 artillery, but I want some sort of... Oh, we have a flame tank. I think it's still got a lot of ammo. Oh, a big push. Let's attack on the left flank here. That right side is very solid. Also, I want to put that autocannon somewhere else, but it's pretty good where it is safety-wise. Ah, yeah, the cash register sound. I remember that. All right, so we're winning by 1,000 points to 344. And this mode is supposed to kind of restrict our ability to do counterattacks, although we're entirely capable of going behind enemy lines and finding a mortar or something. Oh, yeah, and it found us. Very hard to counterattack like that. They've got a lot of stuff in the back, but they're just not attacking. I think we should get more mortars. No, we could also get a captured Pack 40. Okay, more reinforcements are here. All right, let's retake these positions here. Some of them have been rather destroyed, but we're good. Oh man, the enemy really needs to push with some good tanks. They got 1945 equipment. There's no reason why multiple IS-2s shouldn't be coming down that road. I guess, AI incompetence. We're still winning, though. This is also average AI, too, which was tough right at the beginning, but now that we're locked in, I think maybe, you know, the Americans or the British would, well, if we had the British, we'd be having trouble here a little bit. Actually, British have better AT guns, and especially the Germans, and mostly AT guns for the Soviets are not bad. But they might pull out a crazy trick of another Katyusha barrage. We'll see. The Touche. The hell was that? Looks like they had an AT gun there. Well, they finally bringing up a tank? Oh, they are. An Su-85, I believe. Su-100. Oh, that's what happened to that. Now, this would be really cool to do a 1939 battle and try to make it historically accurate with the timeline. I'd love to do that in the future. I like the narrow intimacy of this map, too. I feel like if we were doing a 1v1 on a larger map, which is what I'd want to do, is maybe 1v1s on a harder difficulty. Otherwise, it becomes too much of a weird cluster. Soviets have only managed to capture one position so far, and we kind of gave it to them in preparation to hold a better defended line. Here's the final line for us. Very entrenched. Yeah, the goal's really got to be to keep them out of the town. The town fighting is going to be difficult for both sides. And this would be a great defensive line here. Overall, good map. Lots of nice little detail. And lots of smoking. Oh, wow. Did we kill two? Well, there's your Su-100. That's got to be the Su-85. The Whittle baby. Well, there's the Katyusha. Oh, did that get destroyed too? It's hard to tell. Nope. What the heck? That Katyusha fired like everywhere. Alright, so the Soviets have been trying. I mean, they've been bringing through T-34-85 1944s, Su-100s, Su-85s. They just can't get to Finland, man. Access denied. Oh, damn, that was cool as hell. Now that lasted 2 seconds. Well, luckily the Soviets, or The Russians would never rush into any other nation again in the future, ill-prepared with a bogged down of convoys and incompetence, really. They would never do that. That would never happen again. Making the same mistake 14 times? No way. Not their MO, pal. I can't believe that thing's not dead. It doesn't look good. Ooh, mortar. Round just landed next to it. Nice spot for that 20 millimeter. Mortar is now up to 40 kills, 5 vehicles destroyed. That was worth every penny. They ain't ever coming over. Would be cool to see mods of Poland, other nations. Japan, I think, eventually will officially come to the game. Now that they've added, I don't know, if they're going to add so much for America. They've already got the American Army in, then they've added American Airborne, like the 82nd and the 101st. If they add the Pacific, they might have to add the British in for early Japan, and then in the war, and then later the U.S. Marines, which would give the Americans like a third DLC, which is like, you know. But who else are they going to fight? I mean, that's who Japan fought mostly. Money in the bank. Man, in these games, this is what you'd have to do too, is plant a ton of AT mines on the flanks just to make sure nobody got around your ideal defense, which is right here. Which, by the way, this has killed 65 infantry and 16 vehicles. So, a mortar and a giant coastal gun have basically stopped the entire Red Army. Wow. Another Ziz destroyed. Sounds like a light tracked vehicle. Well, we hit the Katusha. That will probably explode. Unless they got another one. It says captured vehicles. Looks like a KV-1 and like a maybe like a T-34. Here it says T-26. Crazy. Ooh. Accurate. Okay, about 9 minutes left. I don't know what the Soviets are going to do. It's like the modern day equivalent of a convoy being hit by like an A-10. All this pain dished out by basically one airplane and one run. Oh, there it went. They're repairing stuff. Sounds like a lot of infantry coming. Well, those are supposed to be Marines. Or what's left of them. Wow. Nope. Oh, damn. That was filled with a lot of hate. Whatever happened that was a lot of hate and violence right there. Wow. Give me that 120 millimeter. Ooh, it comes with a little car. Whoa, pal. Go park it over there. Alright, enemy's not really attacking much anymore. We're gonna go peek and see what they got. Give the mortars a target. 120 millimeter has a very long range as well. That's crazy. A full lockout for these guys. Wow, more hits. Uh-oh. Wow, finally. They were able to destroy that mortar after all that time. They're gonna pay for that. It just took one shot, that's all. So most of that was the, well, some of the crew. There's like, what, 246 men there, plus, and then all those boxes that exploded. And it was gonna end sometime. I'm not surprised. Actually, I'm surprised that it took so long for them to kill it. And then they do something like that and drive it that close. About time to counterattack all the way to Moscow. We'll solve a lot of problems today if we do that. Okay, we're gonna leapfrog around here. Got a medic here. Why not making a smoke wall? That smoke looks good. The billowing. Now this is officially our first flag that we need to recapture, but I'd be happy just with this one. Tank got hit, and our tank is tracked for now. Well, they never got our gun. Our coastal gun with an insane 91 infantry kills so far. Probably damn near 100 at the end of the battle here. 43 seconds to go. 23 vehicle kills too. Insane. And 3 Katyushas. This is a really important hill here. The area right here, this is where I'm going to want to defend in the future. Right there. There we go. That's it, everybody. All right. So, yeah, a really great game mode. And just to show you the remainder of the maps and things like that, there's not too much here. But remember, you can play early, mid, and late against the factions that you may own with the DLCs and stuff. So, like Germany, USSR are standard. Then Finland and USA are DLCs. But these maps are great. But we need more of them. So, yeah, if you'd like to see more of this game mode, make sure you hit that like button. And let me know you'd like to see much more. Here's some of the maps then. Yeah. 4 or 5 different maps there with up to 4 players. It's good times, man. All right, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you all next time. Leave a like. We'll see you soon. Good night. Goodbye.